I get too far into this, I'd like to clear up a misconception. No, you're probably sitting there next to your friends thinking, hey, is that chubby kid who just walked on? Is that Seth Rogen?
Wait, don't be funny yet.
Don't worry about it.
You were cracking me up. Maybe turn it on. Is there an on thing?
No, it's...
Here, just use mine.
Can you hear me? Take two. Good morning, everybody. It's weird. All right. So before I get started, I'd like to clear up a misconception. You guys walked on stage, you're probably whispering to your friend, hey, that fat kid just walked on stage, is that Seth Rogen? No, he wishes he was cool enough to have two butt cracks like me. Okay, so tattoos, they're a very popular art form nowadays. They're becoming more and more accepted every day. And there's two types of artists you hear about. You hear about the really good, talented artists who, like $300 an hour or more just to get a picture on your body. And then you hear about the other guys, the ones who get their tattoo gun off Amazon and aren't really that good. Some of my friends, they came up to me, hey, we're buying a tattoo gun. And I said, why are you doing that? They're like, cause we're gonna put ink all over each other. I said, well, you guys can't even doodle. Why are you getting a tattoo gun? And they said, oh, it's gonna be sweet, it's gonna be free tattoos. And so they told me they were getting a pro kit. And these people are dumb. They probably thought they were getting a pro kit because that would make them professional. So they got this pro kit online from Amazon for $100. And they're so dumb, they probably looked for a used pro kit first so they can be an experienced pro. So they got this tattoo gun, paid $100 for it, and probably came with 20 needles, if that. And all of a sudden, all these kids had all this trashy ink all over them, half sleeves and everything. It was bad. But it probably came with 20 needles, if that. And so, we're already college students. We have loads of unprotected sex. So why not take a chance and use a dirty needle and why not get a bloodborne pathogen? So, I'll admit, my first tattoo, it wasn't the most traditional of settings. My lesbian cousin, she does tattoos. My first tattoo, my lesbian cousin did it on my kitchen table. I just leaned over and took it, and she did it to me. And what did I get tattooed on me? I got the state of Michigan. Why? Because I figured someone else besides the unemployment agency should represent Michigan. It was kind of awkward though. She did it with my mom twice though. That was kind of weird part. So you guys don't believe me about the butt crack thing, do you? I gotta show you. So you saw that line when I was practicing. See, I drew a line so I knew how far to blow them down, but too bad I can't see it now. So you guys get to see my preparatory work. So dead people, it's good to respect dead people. Like Steve Jobs, I purchase every latest Apple product. You ought to see my credit card bills, damn. Whitney Houston. And for Whitney Houston, I grow out my coke nail, because when in doubt, pinky out. Hitler. Every public restroom I go into, I carve a swastika into the wall. I know he killed a whole race of people and everything, but if you look in the footnotes, he probably did some pretty good stuff. Jesus. I pray to Jesus every night before I go to sleep for materialistic crap I don't really need. And he's the go-to guy for prayers and stuff, So he probably gets tired of hearing, oh, Jesus, cure my cancer. Jesus, I need a big screen TV. Because the American dream says I can have it. All right. So, what's bad about light beer? Everything. It's terrible. So yeah, the big breweries, they advertise this healthy, Light beer. So they advertise this healthy, there's less calories, but when you're drinking 12 of them, I don't think caloric intake's too high on your priority list. So I once dated a girl, and I like kissing her and stuff, so I listened to what she said. She told me that Coors Light was a good beer. So I went out and I bought myself a 24-ounce can of Coors Light. And I took a couple sips and I'm like, man, this tastes like water. And I thought maybe when I drink more, it'll taste more like beer. So I kept drinking still water, and I thought, hey, I bet if I take a bigger swallow, it'll taste more like beer. So I took a bigger swallow, and it was just a giant swallow of water. You ever wonder how they make light beer? I'll tell you how to make light beer. They take a glass of beer, regular beer, and they take an eyedropper, and they fill that eyedropper up with beer, an ounce, 2 ounces of beer, and they dump it into a regular beer bottle. And they fill it up with tap water, and then they slap a Bud Light sticker on it and sell it to all you kids. That's how they make light beer. That's what's wrong with light beer. Thank you. Have a good night and such.